My mom is originally from Haiti. Her father's Haitian and her mother's Dominican. And our family in Haiti was, very, very strong family, but not financially secured. So there's a lot of poverty going on at the time when my mom was a child. And she was in love with music, but her parents weren't able to afford it to give to her. Her dream was to come to America and, living in a house and going to school was, you made it from her point of view. But for her, when she had kids, she was like, I'm not going to do it like my parents, did it for, her and her siblings. She wanted to make sure that she could give us what she loved. And the one thing my mom loved more than anything was classical music. She was in love with Mozart and Chopin and Bach and Beethoven, and she would play it as a child growing up. And I used to be, I never understood it because it's like, you're a kid and you're listening to that, you're like, it's boring. But for my mom, it made her feel at peace. And that was what she loved, to play in the house. So the minute she had her some babies that she could control, she told us what she was going to do. She was like, listen here, this is your friend. You get to know it 7 days a week, 24/7. And at first I was like, it was boring. I didn't really want to go to music school. All my friends was playing like dodgeball and like freeze tag at 6. And I'm sitting here playing Chopin. But I'm very blessed and thankful for it because my mom, she told me as a child, she said, this is going to be your way into college, because, I have 5 children and can't afford for each and every one of you guys to go to college of, your choice. But if you stick to this instrument and you get something like a scholarship for it. And she was absolutely right. I stuck to my instrument and I got a full scholarship to college and graduated with a bachelor's in music, which I'm very, very thankful that my mom was able to start me at 6 years old and give me that as a gift. That's really what it was. My mom's like, no. She made a deal with me, though. She said, as long as I go to college and give her a degree, then she was like, you can do whatever you want, but you have to get the education. You can't just be someone that's going to just go and be a singer. She didn't even know what R&B music was. She was like, that's devil music, if anything. Boom, 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 sexy down music. She didn't want to hear that going on. So she's telling me, like, just give me an education. And as long as you give me that, then I'll be able to pursue what I do for a living. For me, it's dope because being Haitian and Dominican, I had a lot of flavor, growing up in the household. And I come from a very international family. I have cousins that I have Japanese, like Naomi Osaka and Haitian. I have people like, Basquiat, whose family, and and all these creatives in my family, just being around it. That's why my music has a lot of different styles to it, because I didn't just grow up like a regular Haitian American kid. I've seen, I don't think there's a place in the world that I don't have an uncle or an aunt that's married to someone from that place. So I speak Japanese. I speak a little Russian. I speak French. I speak Creole. I speak a little Tagalog with, Filipinos. And everything that I've been through in my life, all that experience, I put in my music. So that's why you might hear those flavors. And then I take the Mozart and the Chopin and I incorporate the intricate timing and the syncopation with the way the beat moves in classical music. And I incorporate that as well in my music. So it's just a lot of flavor, a lot of sauce, a lot of drip.